Hi, I'm Steve Younis. Welcome to the Speeding Bulletin, your Superman highlights video, bringing you up to speed on everything that took place in the world of Superman from November 4th to November 10th, 2020. Our top news stories this week included Zack Snyder shared a previously unseen photo of Henry Cavill from Man of Steel, photos of Tyler Hoechlin's new Superman and Lois costume leak online, and Alex Ross shares an unseen DC Comics meets Star Wars image. Let's check out these news stories and more, but before we push on, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell to receive notifications whenever we post a new video. Well, before we start, as you can see, been some changes around here. The room is empty as I'm renovating and going to be kind of changing the whole complete layout of my Superman room and office. So watch this space. But we'll push on with movie news, where director Zack Snyder shared a previously unseen photo of Henry Cavill from Man of Steel. The image shared via his Vero social media account is a wardrobe costume photo of Henry Cavill in the fisherman clothing from early in the film. Capturing the photo from the archive, Snyder's photo shows a rather somber or bored Henry Cavill holding a sign reading Clark Kent Crab Boat Change 1. Garbed in a fisherman's hooded jacket, sweater and beanie, Clark earns the nickname Greenhorn when taking on a job aboard the crab boat named Debbie Sue during the journey of his self-discovery. In a recent interview with the Geek House show, Brandon Routh discussed why there was never a sequel to Superman Returns and whether he would be interested in returning to play Superman once again.
The intention was to do a sequel, always to do, with a big tentpole movie like that, they want to make more. Exactly. As long as they feel like they've recouped the money that they invested into the film. Well, at the end of the day, the studio, Warner Brothers, decided that it was too much of a gamble for them to do a sequel. And the creative entities, the director and the writers, kind of were on to other things. And certain people at the studio who were excited about Superman had left to go on to other projects and other studios. And so it was both the passion and the interest in Superman dissipated, and also the movie didn't, I guess, for them, bring back enough monetary success for them to actually pull the trigger on it.
And you can watch the full video at our website. In TV news, in a new post on Twitter, Elizabeth Bitsy Tulloch may have just revealed the official S-shield being used on the costume for Tyler Hoechlin's Superman in the upcoming TV series Superman and Lois. The photo, taken of the transport van which presumably takes them to the studio or other locations for filming, is adorned with a giant window S-shield. The design of the S is the same as the one seen in promotional material used by the CW to promote the recently announced premiere date of Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021. Tulloch says it's just something the driver found to spruce up their ride, but that's a pretty distinctive S design and not something I've seen readily available to buy, so I guess we'll wait and see. Elizabeth also shared a few behind-the-scenes photos from the set of Superman and Lois via her Twitter account. The photos show Lois Lane's desk at the Daily Planet, including some newspaper headlines. We also have a photo of Tyler Hoechlin as Clark Kent. Then Canadagraph posted photos taken from the set of Superman and Lois, giving us our first blurry look at the new Superman costume for the upcoming TV series. The costume design does appear to have removed the much maligned cape clasps. As we reported back in September, Warner Brothers are returning once again to Cloverdale in Vancouver, Canada to film Superman and Lois. A planning and development report submitted to the City of Surrey was recently approved, with construction of the production set underway on the Cloverdale Fairground site. Cloverdale was also the location used for Clark Kent's hometown for the TV series Smallville. The set consists of paved roads with storefront facades. Some buildings such as the Gazette, train station and post office are being constructed as sets to allow for the indoor shooting of scenes in those venues. The CW network announced a new partnership with Boys and Girls Club of America to promote youth health and safety during the current COVID-19 crisis. The effort was launched this past Saturday with a special virtual panel event for kids enrolled in clubs across the country entitled Whatever It Takes to Be a Hero. The virtual event was headlined by the stars of the CW's new series Superman and Lois, Tyler Hoechlin and Elizabeth Tulloch.
With all the important heroes and with a lot of the children growing up, like Captain America, Batman, to name a few, what's the pressure that you feel of being Superman and playing that role?
You know, man, it's so funny, and I really hope this doesn't come off as in any kind of an arrogant way at all. It's really strange. I don't know why I've always said this, and I actually was talking to my producer the other night about this. For whatever reason, with this character, I've always felt a responsibility to the character and to what this character means for so many people and what he stands for. I've always felt that responsibility, but I don't know why I've just not felt the pressure. And I got to give some credit to Greg Berlanti and the team that brought me in the first place. I think they gave me such a great vote of confidence to feel like I was their right choice for the character. That, you know, we had a really great meeting in the beginning and kind of established, you know, what he means to each of us and what he really represents. And I think we were so on the same page. They gave me a lot of confidence to go into the role feeling like it was going to succeed and that this version of this character was going to land in a place that people who are fans of the character really appreciated. So I can't explain why that is. I've felt plenty of pressure in the past with different roles and different things that I've done. But sometimes, you know, sometimes I think you just have to feel like you are where you're supposed to be. And I feel like, you know, their confidence in bringing me in made me feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. And just trying to commit to those core values of who Superman is and represent those the best way that I can. So
you can watch the full video at our website. In the latest episode of his Inside of You podcast, Michael Rosenbaum chats with his fellow cast members of the Justice League animated series ahead of the saga's 20-year reunion. Listeners George Newbern, Phil Lamar, Susan Eisenberg, Maria Canals-Barrera, Carl Lumley and Michael himself discuss the impact and experience the show had on them at the time and for their future careers. In comic book news, Superman comic books available this week from November 10 include Dark Knight's Death Metal number 3 third printing, Superman number 27, which is available in a variant cover, and DC also continues the expansion of the DC Digital First publishing program with Injustice Year Zero number 10 available to download as of Tuesday, November 10th. Our reviewer Adam DeChannel has already submitted his review of Superman number 27, calling it perhaps the most off-the-wall Superman issue in this run, and he gave it a 1 out of 5, and you can read his full review at our website. With COVID-19 cases in the USA still on the rise, be a superhero and wear a mask. Get the Superman Classic Logo one-ply reusable face mask for $9.99. And how about this Superman All-American one-ply reusable face mask, yours for $14.98. These and other Superman face masks are available through the Superman homepage online shopping page at supermanhomepage.com/shop. Well, before we get into the rest of this week's news, as you can see, I'm sitting in front of the packed up collection, which will go back into the room once everything is back in place. But if you're finding this video interesting or entertaining in any way, then please leave a thumbs up and a comment below. And don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. Also, if you'd like to support the Superman homepage, then you become an official member of our YouTube channel with different levels of perks. All you have to do is click the join button below. Or you can become a sponsor through patreon.com/Superman homepage. So in the rest of this week's news, Sony Entertainment announced the availability of a new event and new episode involving the Legion of Superheroes for the DC Universe Online massive multiplayer online game. In the 31st century, the Legion of Superheroes is locked in battle with the timeless sorcerer Mordru. Unable to defeat his rivals, Mordru devises a new plan to win the future by destroying the past. The Legionnaires come up with a brilliant plan to call for help from the heroes from the past that Mordru seeks to destroy. Saturn Girl, Cosmic Boy and Lightning Lad now look to you for support to face Mordru, Validus, Emerald Empress and more. Will you answer the call? Long Live the Legion features new daily and weekly open world missions, raid-like world bosses, a normal and elite alert and a normal and elite raid. To play this content, your character must be level 30 and have a minimum combat rating of 310. For a limited time, special event versions of all content from Long Live the Legion will be available in all player levels 15 plus as well. Look for these event versions in the Events tab of your on-duty menu. Promoting his upcoming art book, Alex Ross Unseen, artist Alex Ross gave fans a sneak peek at one of the pieces of art from this publication, DC meets Star Wars. The image, posted on both his Facebook page and his Twitter account, depicts Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman together with Luke Skywalker, Princess Leia and Han Solo, while Darkseid and Darth Vader loom menacingly in the background. The Flash can also be seen alongside C-3PO, R2-D2 and a number of stormtroopers. Alex Ross Unseen, an all-new art book, will be available Friday, November 27th, only at alexrossart.com. The 15-foot Superman statue, which stands in the middle of the town square in Metropolis, Illinois, has undergone a complete makeover, with work now completed on giving the statue a complete new paint job. And that's all the news there was for the week November 4th, November 10th. I'm Steve Younis. See you next week.